It's week 8 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Commanders and the Saints on Sunday night.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Ewer. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well-earned bye. Should make a really energetic game. I'm wondering if you think one has the advantage of the other.
Well, I'd like to know how every single body feels down there. But we don't. My guess is they're all hurting a little bit because once you get past the opener, you're never quite 100%. So I typically will lean with the team coming off a win. You feel good about yourself. You feel good in your preparation. But yeah, that healthy team is usually the better team as well.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. Return coming from the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Tight end going in motion here. On the counter, McCaffrey. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They stick with McCaffrey. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10. At the Commanders' 49.
This time it's a passing play. Into traffic. Complete. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. The new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Pass play coming here. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
He's open.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team. Is smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Another carry for Robinson. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. That one's out and cut on the right side. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They give to Harris from the gun. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Harris once more. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Rolling out to his left. He'll make a... The ball's out! The ball's out! He lost it! And the Saints grab it!
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
The Saints and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 1 yard that time, partner, so this is going to bring up 4th down and 5.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads Tommy Townsend. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Commanders will go on offense. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Staying with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll try and throw it here. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Robinson on the inside give. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Justin Reed with the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. From the 32. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down from the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Commanders ball as we get back for the seconds, and they're thinking points. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go down. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They've got first down from the 31. Airing it out to start this drive. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. We'll get out of bounds after a small gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. And they send a man in motion. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Begins his return at the 16. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Commanders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Here's Robinson up the middle. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-y-mano and stop this guy. you got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
On second down, Robinson. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Miles Murphy. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. It's fielded at the 14. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Saints will get set to take over. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. He's running forward, halted after a couple of yards. Tackle made by Miles Murphy. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. He's got a man left. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. Looking for a throw here. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
He's got it over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Throw left side, complete. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Has it at the 7. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, Saints 7.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And this one doesn't go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. After 41.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They kick the running back in motion. Here's 2nd and 2. He's got Harris. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Gets this one to Harris. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Escapes the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. right, here we go. Second down. Trying again, following the sack. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. He's dropping back to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points. Well, that brings us to the midway point of this one. The Commanders enjoying a nice little lead here on the road. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Joe Burrow leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Let's stay in the AFC East and head a few states down to check on the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Breece Hall, a touchdown run in the victory. And then finally, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football with a good one between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Heward.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Commanders ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. First and 10 from the 41. Going to Harris to start the half. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. Here's a throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Now that is exactly how you drew it up at halftime defensively. Make a big play. On that money down, you got to cash in on third downs. They're going to be huge in the second half. Make sure you get yourself off the field in short order, which they did. And now you give some momentum to your offense when they get the ball back.
The Commanders ready for the punt. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 65 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw now. That's it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Able to find Strange here. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Pass play now. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now a timeout for an injured player. That's Christian McCaffrey being attended to. Hopefully with his history, this is something minor. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Look into the air here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say clear the sideline over top the 14. The Commanders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. It's Harris on the option. And this run gets across the 20 to about the 21. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this 2nd half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
New series coming up following the punt. And it'll be their football. They've got 1st down from the 31. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Setting up a throw. Complete out to the right side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Out of the gun, a give to Shipley. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 36. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Coyote Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. A run here with Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he gets him around 6 there. Sent to the ground by Austin Booker. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 41. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11.
21, Saints 10.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
He'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. Punt team on the field. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Robinson on the inside give. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Staying with Robinson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going option, headed left on this 1st down. And they take him down right along the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
First down, Washington.
This time it's a passing play. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Man in motion here. From the 27. Flushed out of the... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. They've got a man in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Taken in by Harris. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And you and I both know, Brock, they, like so many teams in this league, fans of establishing the run to begin a football game. Well, I'm looking at my watch, I'm looking up at the scoreboard. We're sometime into this one now, and they still haven't been able to establish it against this defense.
Yeah, kind of like when we walk into a defensive meeting room and sit with the D coordinator, and what is his #1 premise each and every week? Stop the run. Stop the run.
Yep.
Because you know if you create that kind of imbalance and you take away the run, you have a chance of playing pretty good defense like they've done.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tight end motioning right. Here we go, 2nd and 9. That pass caught by Strange. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
They motion the tight end over. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
New set of downs for him at the 38. He'll throw it yet again. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Olave with the catch. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 13. This finds Shipley, complete. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The Commanders set to take over. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Motioning the tight end now. From the 16. That's Thomas. He's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's Robinson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down, here's an option to the right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Dropping back to throw. It is caught left side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Commanders getting closer to a 7-0 start. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They give to Harris from the gun. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time, 1:55 to go. Second and 3 now. This is Robinson. He finds space into the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Another carry for Robinson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Handoff now to Robinson. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They're throwing it. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. So they take a knee here, and they say perfect on the season. Another victory added on to their streak. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from New Orleans.